Let this story wrap you in warmth and bring you restful dreams. Anemone and Poppy's Delightful Adventure. This story is about the delightful adventures shared by a girl named Anemone and a lizard named Poppy, illustrating the joy found in simple moments and true companionship. In a small village nestled between hills carpeted with wildflowers, there lived a young girl named Anemone. Her laughter was like a sweet melody that flowed with the gentle breeze, bringing joy to all who heard it. One sunny afternoon, as Anemone wandered through the fields of daisies and lavender, she stumbled upon a tiny lizard with vibrant emerald scales. A lizard looked up with curious golden eyes and, with a friendly flick of its tongue, introduced itself as Poppy. From that moment, Anemone and Poppy were inseparable, sharing countless adventures. One rainy day, as the droplets danced on the window, Anemone and Poppy decided to build a tiny boat from fallen leaves and twigs. Together, they watched in awe as their creation sailed gracefully down the stream, each twist and turn bringing peals of laughter. One starry night, they ventured into the woods carrying lanterns made of fireflies. The forest seemed to sparkle like a sky full of stars. They discovered a hidden glade where the flowers glowed with a mystical light, and they danced with the fireflies until they were exhausted but happy. On another breezy afternoon, Anemone and Poppy found a giant, ancient tree with a hollow trunk. Inside, they uncovered a treasure trove of forgotten stories etched into bark and whispered to each other the tales of olden times. Years passed, and although Anemone grew taller and Poppy's scales dulled slightly, their bond remained as strong as ever. They learned that true delight was not just in the grand adventures but in the simple moments they shared, every smile, every discovery, every heartbeat. Their friendship became a cherished memory for the entire village, a tale told to children at bedtime, reminding them of the pure joy found in companionship. And as the sun set, painting the sky with hues of rose and gold, Anemone and Poppy's hearts filled with gratitude, knowing that their delightful journey would be forever cherished in their hearts. Angelonia marveled at the colorful corals and playful fish dancing round them. She felt a new sense of freedom and joy, knowing that Sweet Pea was right there with her. As the tides turned and they returned to the shore, Angelonia's heart was full. She thanked Sweet Pea for showing her a world she never thought she would be brave enough to explore. In return, Sweet Pea promised to visit the shore more often, understanding how much it meant to Angelonia. From that day forward, they continued to make compromises, ensuring their friendship thrived despite their different habitats. They learned that compromise did not mean giving up something precious, but finding a way to hold on to what truly mattered. And so, Angelonia and Sweet Pea's friendship grew stronger with each passing day, teaching everyone in the village the true essence of harmony. The next story waits, calm and comforting. Bluebell and the Friendly Ghost Sedge. This story is about the heartwarming friendship between Bluebell, a tender-hearted girl, and Sedge, a friendly ghost. In a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, there lived a girl named Bluebell. Bluebell had a heart as tender as the petals of the flower she was named after. She spent her days wandering the meadows, collecting wildflowers, and befriending animals that lived in the woods. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in hues of gold and crimson, Bluebell found herself lingering at the edge of the forest. As she plucked the last daisy of the day, she heard a soft, almost musical whisper. "Hello," said the voice. "I'm Sedge, the friendly ghost." Startled but intrigued, Bluebell turned to the source of the voice and saw a gentle, translucent figure floating just above the ground. Sedge had a kind smile that put Bluebell at ease. "Hey Sedge, I'm Bluebell. she replied. Over the weeks that followed, Bluebell and Sedge became inseparable friends. They spent their evenings exploring the mysteries of the forest, Sedge floating beside her, sharing tales of the past. Sedge would recount stories of long-forgotten days, of knights and castles, of bustling markets and serene gardens. Bluebell listened with rapt attention, her eyes wide with wonder. Despite being from different realms, their bond grew stronger with each passing sunset. And one day, while chasing fireflies under the silvery glow of the moon, Bluebell asked, "Sedge, why do you stay in the forest?" Sedge's smile faltered for a moment. Then he said, "A long time ago, I lost my way and couldn't find my family again. But now, with you, I don't feel lost anymore." Bluebell's heart swelled with warmth. She realized that Sedge was just as lonely as she sometimes felt. They promised to be each other's family from that night on. The scenes changed, and as winter blanketed the village in snow, Bluebell would watch from her window, hoping to catch a glimpse of Sedge. And like clockwork, he would appear, his thumb blowing faintly against the frosty night. Bluebell's father, a kind but practical man, would sometimes ask who she was talking to. "Just a friend," she'd say with a smile, knowing that her secret was safe. Years went by, and Bluebell grew older, but her friendship with Sedge remained timeless. You learned that some of the most beautiful relationships were those that existed beyond the world of the living. On Bluebell's 18th birthday, she walked to the forest's edge as usual. Sedge greeted her with a wistful look. "Bluebell," he murmured, "it is time for me to go. I found peace in your friendship, and now I can move on." Tears welled up in Bluebell's eyes, but she smiled through them, grateful for all the memories they had created. "Thank you, Sedge," she whispered, and with one last smile, Sedge faded into the moonlight. Bluebell knew she would carry him in her heart forever. As the village lights flickered in the distance, she turned back towards home, cherishing the innocence that a ghost and a girl had shared, bound together by friendship and understanding. Let's journey gently to the next story. The Garden of Patience. This story is about a girl named Star and a charming animal named Borage, who teaches her the value of patience, leading her to discover a magical secret garden. Once upon a time, in a village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, there lived a girl named Star. Star was known for her kindness and her curious spirit. She had long, flowing hair, the color of wheat, and eyes that sparkled like the stars in the sky. One sunny morning, Star ventured into the nearby forest in search of new adventures. As she walked through the lush greenery, she found a small clearing bathed in sunlight and filled with colorful flowers. In the middle of the clearing, perched on a rock, was a small, charming animal named Borage. Borage had soft, sky blue fur and large, wise eyes that mirrored the colors of the forest. When Borage saw Star, he knew she had a special heart. "What brings you here?" Borage asked in a gentle voice. Star smiled warmly and replied, "I often come here to explore and learn about the wonders of nature." Borage nodded and beckoned her to sit next to him on the rock. "There is a secret garden nearby, Itila," he whispered. "It was the magical place where time moves differently. Only those with true patience can see its beauty." Star's eyes widened with wonder and excitement. "How do I find it then?" she asked eagerly. "Patience," Borage replied with a twinkle in his eye. "You must wait and let your heart guide you to it." From that day on, Star returned to the forest every day. She explored different paths and admired the beauty around her, always with the hope of discovering the secret garden. Days turned into weeks, and Star's anticipation grew, but she never gave up. One evening, just as the sun began to set, Star saw a glimmer of light through the trees. She followed the light and soon found herself standing before a hidden gate entwined with vines and flowers. "I found it, Marginals," voice echoed softly. She pushed open the gate and stepped into the most beautiful garden she had ever seen. The flowers glowed with magical colors, and the air was filled with the fragrance of 1,000 blossoms. In the center of the garden, there was a serene pond with water so clear that it reflected the sky perfectly. Star felt a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. Orange appeared beside her and said, "I things has brought you here, and now you can enjoy the garden's view. Always remember, the best things in life come to those who wait for it." Star spent the evening in the garden, admiring its wonders and feeling grateful for the lessons she had learned. When she finally left, she carried the memory of the garden in her heart, promising to always cherish the value of patience. Let's continue with another heartwarming adventure. Yuri and Bluebonnet, The Joyful Journey. This story is about a kind-hearted boy named Yuri and his guardian angel Bluebonnet, who leads him on a journey to discover true joy. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a kind-hearted boy named Yuri. Yuri had an infectious smile and a heart brimming with kindness, making everyone around him feel cherished. Every night, as he lay in bed, Yuri would look out his window at the glistening stars and whisper his dreams into the night. One night, a beautiful guardian angel named Bluebonnet appeared before him. With wings that glittered like the morning dew, Bluebonnet shone with a gentle ethereal light. "I am here to guide you, Yuri," Bluebonnet said in a soft, melodic voice. Yuri's eyes widened in awe as he listened to the angel's soothing words. "I will show you the true joy that lies within your heart." Together, they embarked on a journey through fields of blooming flowers, where the air was filled with the sweet scent of jasmine. They crossed crystal-clear rivers and climbed magnificent mountains with emerald peaks. Along the way, Bluebonnet taught Yuri the beauty of nature and the importance of cherishing every moment. Yuri felt an overwhelming joy that warmed his very soul. They met enchanting creatures of the forest who played magical melodies on delicate instruments. The music was so beautiful that it brought tears of happiness to Yuri's eyes. One day, they found a secret garden filled with vibrant flowers of every hue imaginable. In the center of the garden, there was a tree that bore golden fruits. Bluebonnet explained that the fruit was a symbol of true happiness, and that only those pure of heart could taste it. Yuri reached out and took a bite. As he did, he felt a rush of pure joy surged through him, and he laughed with delight. Bluebonnet smiled and said, "This joy has always been within you. It grows with every act of kindness and every moment of love you share." When the journey came to an end, Yuri felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He knew that he would carry the lessons he had learned and the joy he had felt within him forever. "Thank you, Bluebonnet," Yuri said with a heartfelt smile. Bluebonnet gently touched his cheek and said, "Always let your heart lead the way." As Yuri drifted to sleep that night, he felt an overwhelming sense of peace and happiness. He knew that with Bluebonnet by his side, he could face anything with joy and love in his heart. Sleep deeply and peacefully. Good night.